Hello and welcome back to Boo Bear Trader. Today I will go through the 6 stocks that will report tomorrow. And I will start with CHWY. Alright, for CHWY, look back at the last earning. I called for pullback because it was overbought and it was ready to come down, right? And my prediction was 41.60 or as low as 40. And on that day, it actually came down to 39 something and ended up closing at 40.80. And after that, it bounced up a little bit, came down, hitting the support here, broke down, however, came back and then hugging the support line right here. Okay, so for the support, I changed to green color. So now, let's do a quick check at the current trend. All right, so current trend, we have something like this. And for the low, yeah, like this. Okay, so what's the green line here? Let's actually go back all the way from here to 2024. So it's more like a midterm support. And then it been going through until recently it came down, came back up, bounce up and test this line again. So right now this is the short-term trend here. Okay. The good thing is that you can see from last time it was trading down and then switched in early August, which is a good thing. And here you have a bull flag, so it bounced up here. Now what's going on? All right, so here from yesterday we got to hit this resistance here, okay, and it is a little bit up at the trend resistance. Short-term overbought, long-term turning neutral. All right, so I'm thinking there might be a more chance of pullback, but it also can come up if the numbers are good. We might see it coming back up to probably 47.50. At about, I would say, we got bull flag breaking out. I would say maybe 45%. 55% of pullback to probably 39. So even though we have a little more chance of pullback, but if the number coming good, we may have a breakout and moving higher, testing previous high right here. Okay, and if we, let me see. Wow. So if I look at this as a long-term chart, look like it's starting to training back up and testing this level. Next level is 49. So, and then after that would be 52. So now, seeing those, I'm thinking 47, 48 is actually a good level for it to hit on this coming earning to tomorrow. So it might coming up if the number and the outlook actually decent. Manchester United. Didn't really look at this chart before. Short term is oversold. Long term is kind of neutral, but slowing down. So you can see from April low coming up here about 50-60%. So now if I look at this trend line, the current trend line, we have something like this. Maybe like this. Then for the low, we have something like this. All right, so what happened is that last week it broke below, but his has not coming back up, bouncing back, keep going lower. And so I think it might have a little bit more downside to go. If it does go down due to the bad number, we might see 14 at about 60%. No, I would say 55% because recently it's been selling a lot, so maybe a little bit more chance, like 55% of the bounce. If it's bound, it might come back up to here to test at 17. Okay, but the number need to be decent. Otherwise, we're going lower. Okay, so 55 bounce, 45 break down to test to close this gap right here. Let me take a look at the long term. So basically, right now the price set is mean. So, but the Manchester United Football Club or Soccer Club, they are not doing that well. They're just okay for now. And so I'm thinking they need to have good number, like at least decent to good, and outlook has to be decent to get a bounce. Otherwise, we might see 14. Daktronics, DAKT. Short term is overbought, long term overbought. Now I'm gonna chart the trend line. Okay, so it's been bouncing like this. A little bit of a bull flag here. So it might even bounce a little bit more. So 40% of a bounce to at least probably 19. So 40%, which is not bad. more 60% of a pullback to at least 1550. It's actually can they come down to 15, so I'll put 15 because it might, if the number are not really good outlook, is weak, we may see 15. Let me see if I see anything else. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, so yes, it need to have good number or a pullback is more likely. All right. Tasco's energy navigation. Short-term and long-term overbought. Okay, so look like it's actually came down quite a bit from high. So let's draw a trend line here. Okay, so trend line support. Okay, trend line resistance. So it popped, it came back here. I would say about at least 60% down, coming down to 20. 40%, actually only 35%. It might hit 25. So 35% bounce, 65% pullback. Okay, that's it. Oxford Industry, short-term oversold, long-term oversold. Yep. Okay. So let's see, long-term. So look like they are in the apparel footwear. So I guess lately because of the we can slow down the economy. If you look, it may from 2020 low, right? At 31, it went up all the way to 120, came back down. So we talk about like 60 something percent down already. If we talk about just from a year, no, this year alone, from January, it's down almost like 60%. Okay. And it's actually got good dividend yields at 6.7. It's not that bad. Let me see. It could be a good long term with the dividend for people that are interested in dividend. Okay, so I will do a quick trend line. Okay. Well, I notice this, that if you switch to, okay, so over here you got like a bear flag here. So it went down, came back up, went down a little bit, but it bounced. The good news is that if we have a bounce here, this will be the low. If it bounced, this will be a higher low. And if we get a breakout, we got a high and this higher high, we might have a pivot point right here, and it might start to recover. If I use this line, all right, so it's seen is really oversold, more chance of a bounce. I would say it will bounce up to 48 at about 60%. But if number coming really, really, really bad, we might see 38, 35. So probably about, let's here, to 37. So it might come down to 37. Okay. So from 40 to 37 is about 6-7% or 8%. But at only 40%. And we have 60% of the bounce. So this is a good stock to look into. It might pay good dividend, and at this lower point, it's a good stock to look at. Alliance Entertainment. Okay, so look like we are actually, if you look, this is almost like a cup and a handle here, right? So the 650 will be its resistance. Okay, so if it bounces when you got coming good earning, a number with positive outlook or just decent outlook, we might hit 750, 730 actually. At about I would say 40% only. But it is cup and handle. When you get the number, it's gonna shoot up. And if it's past 7, we might even see 9 next. Okay, so we will have to keep an eye. Or if the number not that good, we might see it come back down to 450. and that is about 1%. So it will be a big drop if it's not doing well. All right. The thing is came down from here in May and it went back all the way up here. It's like 3-4 times already. So most likely we might have more pulling back. But because the cup and handle, it gave a little bit more a chance of the bounce. So that is why I say 40%, 60% down. Otherwise, I would say more chance of a pullback, probably like 65% or 70%. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. Bye.